are you doing?
Go.
Go what? This is more shit I gotta edit out of my...
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. Does that make me crazy?
Hey guys, it's Pete with Kraken. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for future videos. Today we're going to be doing some tips and tricks and little hacks that we've learned through diving and spearfishing. These can be applied for spearfishing or diving, whichever you prefer. They work for anything in the water. So we want to share them with you so you know these general ideas to help you get the most out of your dive. So we're going to start off with our first tip here. Everybody uses a free dive mask to free dive. So what are some common problems that we have with these masks? Well, the first and foremost that can ruin a dive really quickly is fogging. It doesn't take much to fog up the glasses, especially if they're new. If your mask is very, very brand new, I suggest scrubbing it with Sea Buff. You just apply a little bit to the lenses and just scrub it. I would suggest sitting down and watching TV, scrubbing it a few times, rinsing it, and repeating. After you broke in your new mask, and if you still have issues with fogging, which most of the time isn't an issue after you do it a few times, but we have a quick little DIY that I use every time I dive, and this is from the dollar store. This is just baby wash. It's tear free, which is very important. Obviously you're going to be wearing your mask, and a simple spray bottle. So all you're going to do is take your spray bottle, right, and I have a little water in this spray bottle here. We're going to add some water, and you're going to fill this most of the way up with water. It doesn't have to be a very strong mixture. So once you get your glass with some water in it, this isn't enough water to what you want, but you're just going to let the baby shampoo go in there. I'd recommend just a little squirt in there, 1/4 of an inch in the bottom maybe. You're going to fill it up the rest of the way with water. Now I don't fill it all the way up yet because you're going to want to mix this in together. So once you have your spray bottle, make sure the cap's closed shut so you don't spray water everywhere. Give it a good little shake, mix that baby shampoo right in there, and you're ready to go. So now when you go diving, before you get in the water and you're down on the beach, you're down on the dock or wherever you're launching from, boat, you just take your spray bottle and you're going to spray a little bit on the inside of your lenses. Let it soak in there. You can rub it around with your fingertips, whatever, and then just give it a quick dunk. Let a little bit of that residue stay on that lens. And that baby shampoo is going to create a film over your lenses, and it's going to stop them from fogging up. It's tear free, and that's why we use the baby wash, obviously, around your eyes. A lot of people in the past have used toothpaste. Toothpaste works. It really does. However, it's not very friendly on your eyes, and it hurts, and it will be very, very uncomfortable and almost ruin your dive just as much as fogging. So I don't suggest using toothpaste. In a pinch, if for some reason you have toothpaste and nothing else, yes, it will work as a defog. But it will also widen your eyes wide open and hurt like heck if you don't rinse every little bit of toothpaste off. So not an ideal situation. The baby shampoo for $1 at the dollar store works phenomenal, and you don't have to worry about, I mean, this bottle will probably last you all year, and even if you run out of your water and you spray all your water out, there's usually enough baby shampoo left in there. You can just fill it up in the lake and add a little bit more water to it to make it work. So that's our first pro tip here. It's cheap, it's easy, it's effective. The spray bottle is $1, the shampoo is $1, and water is free, obviously. So make the most out of your dive and keep your mask from fogging up. You can reapply. They make little carabiners for water bottles that you can just clip this right to your float and shut the nozzle and take it with you out in the water. If you come up and for some reason it's fogging again, you take another squirt while you're at the surface on your float and back down you go. You don't have to worry about anything. If you lose the bottle or whatnot, not a huge deal. Obviously we don't want to be polluting the water, but it's nice to have it with you just in case if you or your buddy needs it. So there's our first pro tip. Now we're moving on to the second. Our second pro tip is very, very similar to the first in the same application. A little bit bigger spray bottle, and this one is suit lube. When you're putting on your wetsuit, they make commercially available lube, and it's really not that expensive for what it is, but you're still paying for lubricant or essentially just watered down conditioner in this case. So what I do is I buy cheap conditioner from the dollar store, wherever you can find it. Doesn't really matter what brand it is, doesn't matter who makes it, doesn't matter what it's for. The important thing on this is that it's sulfate free and has as much stuff in it that makes it free of dyes, perfume, and everything. You are spraying this on your priceless wetsuit that costs $300-400. You don't want to ruin that material. So having all those things that are sulfate free or all natural, that's the most important thing. The scent doesn't really matter, and actually it helps out with the suit odor. It's kind of like a little deodorant for your suit. So when you spray it on, it's going to smell good. The conditioner, the reason we use conditioner, because against your skin, any shampoos, anything harsh chemicals will be very, very aggravating on your skin. When you put your wetsuit on and it's in contact with your body for long periods of time, any little irritant in there will start to get at your skin, cause chafage, cause chemical irritation. So make sure you get something that's mostly free of any dyes, perfumes, or anything you can find. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a spray bottle, and I have a little bit bigger spray bottle for this one. This is a little bit more industrial spray bottle. It helps because it's banging around in the car or it's getting kind of thrown in my dive bag. So I want something that's going to last a little bit longer than, say, the defog bottle. And you're going to use more of this to lube your suit up so it's easier to put on versus the spray. You're going to spray quite a bit of this into your suit, so it's important to have a little bit bigger capacity in your bottle. So the same principle applies with the defog as it does with this. You're going to take your conditioner and you're going to fill the bottle up probably between 5 and 10 ounces here because of the size of the bottle. You're going to put a decent little amount in the bottom of this. And then you're going to add your water down to it. Once you do that, you're going to take it, give it a good shake, mix it all up. You're going to have to mix it a few times, and you're probably going to have to mix it every time you go dive if it sits. It will separate, and you're going to want to mix that back up and dilute it again. The same thing with the defog as with this, is if you run out of water for this while you're at the beach or you're in the boat or whatnot, there's always enough conditioner left in the bottle residue wise to just refill the bottle with water and keep using it. It may not be as slippery, slimy, but it's going to work for what you need it for in a pinch if you forget to fill it up before you go out. So that's our second quick tip, and now on to the third one. So the third pro tip has to do with the mask itself. Now most people, when they get the mask, and most setups will come with the mask, the snorkel strapped to the side of this strap right here, the single strap that goes on the side of your head. Be it left or right-handed, whatever side that comes on or whatever size you choose to put it on is generally how you see this. It's going to be right in here, and it's right in the way of the adjustment buckle. So it's going to hinder you tightening or loosening the strap on your mask. The biggest issue is when you put your snorkel here and you're down in the water like this, and your snorkel, your mouth is here, and mine is set up in a little bit different way, and we'll get into that. But the angle at which your snorkel is going to come out is about like this. Now if you can see that, if the water level is here, your snorkel is coming out at an angle and more apt to get water down it. With free dive snorkels, there's no filter in there. There's no anti-splash device, and that's for good reason. You want a clear path and easy to breathe through, which is great, and this snorkel is fully collapsible, really nice and comfortable. But what helps is to strap this to the back side of your head. So this will be on the back of your head, which seems unnatural. But when you're down in the water, now this snorkel will be forced to be straight up and down. So you get the most clearance out of the water, without having to worry about the tip dipping down into the water while you're swimming on the surface. So if you strap it to the back, and I have it up on the high position here, it keeps it up, and again, you can adjust the height of the snorkel, obviously with the keeper here, to fit your mouth. And it's going to feel a little unnatural when you put it in because the angle is going to force it back a little bit. But then when you're down in the water, you're not going to have this. You're going to have a more vertical, upright position of that snorkel. And when you dive and you spit your snorkel out, as you should when you free dive, it's going to come out of the way of your face. It's not going to hang and hit you in the mouth or in the face. As soon as you spit it out, it's going to go up here, out of the way. That limits you, obviously, and retrieval of snorkel. When you get back to the top, it's great because it's out of the way. You don't have to worry about it hitting you or interfering with a camera on your mask or anything like that. You spit it out and it's just gone underwater. You don't have to worry about it until you get to the surface. So that's our third pro tip for this video. Please stay tuned for more videos. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going to put some links to some other videos in the corner here. So make sure you click on those and follow along with the rest of our videos. Thanks, everybody.